What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Ask a CISSP. My name is Ryan Williams, and I'm here to help you on your cyber journey. So last week, there was no episode of Ask a CISSP. I had a phenomenal interview with Ms. Hollins. She's a VCISO. She had lots of wisdom to share with the group, with the audience, those both watching and listening. So if you're not doing so, please subscribe either way. If you're on YouTube watching these videos, please click the thumbs up button, subscribe, hit the bell, all that cool stuff. If you're watching on LinkedIn, then just continue to to follow me on my journeys. I make more content and ask your questions. Most of the questions are fielded from LinkedIn. If you're on somewhere else and you're seeing this, by all means, go to one of those places. Either subscribe to the podcast, the other side of the firewall.com, or that's the website. The podcast is just the other side of the firewall. Where you can listen to me and Shannon and Levon talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who have made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall, like Miss Hollins, like Miss Pierre, and then whomever we can get on the show in the future. So that's what we're here to do. So in this case, you see I'm dressed down today, right? Usually I put on like a polo or a shirt or something like that, but your boy is tired. So I put on my sleep shirt. I'm about to call it a night, but I'll be remiss if I didn't release this episode because a gentleman named Derek reached out to me, and I definitely wanted to answer his question. So funny story, he asked the question. I read it completely wrong. I answered him in a paragraph long text, and then I reread his question. I was like, I answered that completely backwards. So Derek's question is, first, thank you, Derek, for asking the question and for listening to the show. He asks, I just switched from database administration to cybersecurity and have managed to get some certifications, but how to transition into the real world is the issue. How can I break through with the certifications and less experience in cybersecurity? So when I saw the data portion, I was thinking data science. I started talking about CSDS, which is the cybersecurity data science, like it's like emerging field where they take analytics and machine learning. And basically, I sound like a crazy person. But when I dug into Derek's profile, I was like, oh, he means database administration, which still IT, right? So he has those connections with IT. He's been around cybersecurity for a while, even though those two things are separate, right? Cybersecurity and IT coexist and they mingle a lot, but he's looking for a cybersecurity position. So I see he's already doing some cybersecurity work, but maybe he is, just trying to get deeper into cybersecurity. And I also see he's a database administrator. And he has his master's in cybersecurity management and policy. So he's doing a thing over here. And then when I dug into his certifications, I saw he has a pretty good baseline, right? So he has his Security Plus, and we'll talk about that in a minute. He also has his Certified Network Defense Architecture, his CEH, and then Certified in Risk and Information Systems Controls. So he has, really good foundation. But the reason I said I'll talk about cybersecurity or talk about Security Plus in a minute is because so that's like a really good baseline. I suggest that people who are interested in cybersecurity who don't have a lot of experience, they start with Security Plus only because it's such a wide range of information that you receive, as well as it qualifies you for a lot of positions. And the reason I want to stress it is because he lives in Maryland, right? So whether it be the North Capital region or just around a base, having that Security Plus is already a foot in the door. And the reason I bring that up specifically for Derek is a great way to build experience, and also the potential to start branching career path is DoD contracting, right? So a lot of people get out of the military and then they go straight into DoD contracting or become a GS civilian, or they might go to the private sector. But living in that area, you can definitely find a lot of cybersecurity jobs that only require what they call 8570, right? So the DoD baseline, and I should put this in the the link beneath when you guys watch the video. But if you go to a website called public.cyber.mil and you look up their DoD approved 8570 baseline, there's 3 different levels. Like 8570 is changing. The naming convention is going to change. I'm sure some of the structure is going to change as well. But as of right now, to my understanding, you have level 1, which is typically your Net Plus. You have level 2, which is your Security Plus, and there's other stuff in there too, like CEH and things of that nature. It used to be like CCNA Security used to be in there, but there's a pretty long list. And then you have your Tier 3, which your Tier 3 is it could be your CISM, so your CISM. It could be your CHFI, or it could be your CISSP, and then there's different levels and tiers within that, and then different things you're qualified for. But I say a lot of words to say that Security Plus is your foot in the door. So you have IT experience, you have your Security Plus, as well as your CEH. So that's another level up, as well as your, I don't want to pronounce this wrong, CRISC. So you're certified in risk and information system control. So what I would recommend is that you either go through LinkedIn or some other job searching system, and you type in cybersecurity, and then you type in your case, if you're still in the area of Maryland or the Baltimore, DC metro or something like that, and start looking at DoD contracting jobs, because it's definitely a good foot in the door. Obviously, if it has a security clearance requirement, then someone who already has one, like a member who has separated or has retired, would be a little bit more of a shoe-in for that type of position. But I don't say to discourage you, because if they can't find a qualified candidate, you may be able to also net a security clearance as long as you pass everything, which I'm sure you'd be fine. But check that out. Like, again, for a lot of people, like, that Security Plus is pretty powerful, especially when it comes to working for the Department of Defense. As of right now, again, things are going to change, but I don't think Security Plus is going to go away, because I've had mine I got mine in 2010, so 11 years now. And I will probably renew it, even though I have higher cert. So I'm, Tier 3, CISSP, all that good stuff. But, you can teach boot camps. You can use it as a good baseline. You can do a lot of things with it, even though you might have something that's a level up. Because what if they don't want a CISSP? I still have that Security Plus. So, but just keep trying. Ask me more questions. If you're out there in the audience, please ask me questions. I love to answer them. I can sit here and ramble all day, and Hakuna Matata, right? It means no worries. So hit me up. I would love to talk to you. Stay safe, stay secure. Peace.